Lafayette, and welcome to another school-wide WLES broadcast. This gets started, as always, with news you can use. But first, I'm Dalton, and along with my broadcasting co-anchor, Jaden.
Hello, Dalton, and greetings, Lafayette. I'm Jaden, and I am happy to be here with you today. Let's get right to the announcements. We begin this broadcast on a high note. The Lafayette Band recently performed at the Kennedy Center along with Mr. Holmes.
Indeed, Mr. Holmes worked very hard to make the Kennedy Center trip possible. This was the first time any Lafayette band performed at the Kennedy Center, and I think that the Lafayette Band is awesome. What are your thoughts on Jaden?
I think they are awesome too. Kudos to Mr. Holmes and all the band members. That's quite the achievement. If you don't see them at the Kennedy Center, then hopefully you saw them at the second arts night the other night. Speaking of art, we just had a really cool assembly with artist Kevin Reese. Let's go over the field reporters Owen and Jacopo for a more in-depth look at what Kevin Reese has been getting into at Lafayette.
Hi, I'm Jacopo, and I'm here with WLES reporter Owen and artist Kevin Reese, who has been working with Lafayette students in art class. Mr. Reese also plans on creating two 30 feet too high mobiles for our school stairwells, and had just performed a really cool multimedia theater performance in the gym. Welcome to Lafayette Elementary, Mr. Reese. We're very happy to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So, Mr. Reese, when and why did you get into mobiles?
I started mobiles in college. I started making them, and I just didn't have anything to do, and so I wanted to create something for my dorm room, and so I started making them, and I just started making them just for friends, and then I started making them and selling them at craft fairs and things like that, and then when I became a full-time actor, I stopped making them for a while, but then we created this show, and now that led to my doing these residencies where I make mobiles with you guys, you know. So that's how that worked out.
When are the big mobiles going to be hung at the school, and what's the inspiration behind them?
Well, the inspiration behind them is they're two mobiles. Each one's going to go in each stairwell. They're the same general structure, but they're different. The shapes are very different. One of them is all geometric shapes, and one of them is all organic shapes. And so that's going to be the difference. But they're going to look kind of similar. But then you realize when you get up close that their shapes are entirely different. So that'll be kind of cool. Be like the geometric stairwell and the organic stairwell. They're going to go up. They can't go up in a stairwell until after the school is over, until like late June, early July, because we're putting all this scaffolding in a stairwell, and we're going to block it, and we're going to be blocking the stairwells, and so we can't have the kids. We can't have a lot of people here when we do that.
No. Could you tell us a bit about the multimedia performance?
Sure, we did a perfect balance today. It's about play inspired by the work of Alexander Calder, who's the guy who invented the mobile. And it's about an artist trying to find his own masterpiece. And everybody will have seen it, right? Everybody who saw the show will have seen it. Yeah, so it was really fun. Mary Hall Surface and I worked on it together for over a year. I performed it all over the world, and a lot of times at the National Gallery of Art. And it's been really fun to do it, and it was great fun to do it here today.
How did you end up working so closely with Lafayette, and do you work with other schools too?
I work with a lot of other schools. The way I work with Lafayette, though, I actually applied, and it was an artist competition. There were I was a finalist, and there were 5 of us. And there was a studio from California, and one Connecticut, and then one in Colorado, and I think another one maybe here in the D.C. area. And we were all competing to do an installation, some kind of installation. I mean, a mobile was a possibility, but other people did other things too. And so it was a competition, and they chose me, and so I was thrilled. So that's how I'm doing it.
Okay, well, that's it. Thank you for coming, Mr. Reese, and speaking to WLS News today.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now back to you, WLS anchors in the studio. Bye.
Bye.
Great story, guys, and a big Lafayette shout out to Kevin Reese for all that he's doing. A wonderful school tradition at Lafayette is Field Day, and it is just around the corner. Field Day is one of our favorite events of the school year. Miss McClure, Miss House, and Miss Pearl have planned and prepared for a fun field day. Rain or shine, Field Day will be, well, awesome.
Speaking of traditions, Jaden, the Lafayette Spring Fair was on May 13th. Luckily, there wasn't any rain, which no doubt would have been a damper of the fun. Food, rides, a bouncy house, a photo booth, karaoke, a yard sale, and many more. Activities filled the Lafayette campus. A good time was had by all in yet another successful Lafayette event. It was loads of fun. Most importantly, a huge heartfelt thank you to all the volunteers who made our spring fair such a success.
Yes, I really liked it too, Dalton.
Thank you.
On another note, last call for all class of 2017 t-shirts and Grizzly gear. We are also selling framed and unframed prints of the amazing class creation of the I Believe tree, which of course was made by our wonderful 5th grade class. Remember, all proceeds go to the 5th grade graduation party, and I believe it is our duty as Lafayette students to make sure this party happens.
Another event worth celebrating is the upcoming retirement of our adored cafeteria staff, Miss Adams and Miss Murphy. Let's go to the field reporters and correspondents, Nate and Elijah, to find out what these ladies plan on getting into once they retire. Over to you, boys.
Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm here with WLES reporter Elijah to interview Lafayette's cafeteria staff, Miss Adams and Miss Murphy, who will be retiring at the end of the school year.
So, Miss Murphy and Miss Adams, could you please tell us how long you have worked at Lafayette DCPS schools?
I've been at Lafayette about 20 years.
Thank you.
And I've been at Lafayette 4 years.
Thank you.
Cool. So what do you both plan on doing when you retire?
I really haven't decided, but I want to be active, I'm not going to just sit around. I want to be active, doing something positive.
Cool.
I plan to spend some time with my grandchildren, and then I'm going to find something else to do, keep busy, working with the churches.
Cool.
Cool. What are some of your favorite memories here at Lafayette?
The kids, just being here every day around children. I've seen so many kids, come, been at Lafayette, they graduated, they finish high school now. So I just, love Lafayette.
I like the students and the staff and the family day, the feeding y'all every day. I really enjoy it. I'm going to miss it.
Is there anything else you would like to say or share at this time?
Not really. Just like I said, I'm gonna miss Lafayette. That's why I get up and come in here every day. Just being around the kids, and I love what I do at Lafayette. So.
And I'm the same. I really miss serving the kids. I really will miss serving the kids and getting up every day, coming in here. And the staff has been wonderful, and also the kids. And this will be my last graduation, so I'm going to really miss that.
Great.
Well, thank you both for everything that you have done for Lafayette. Now let's talk to some students to find out what you think of Miss Murphy and Miss Adams and all of the great food they serve up here at Lafayette.
Hi, I'm Nate, and I'm here with
Matt.
And we're here to ask you a few questions. What's your favorite memory of Miss Murphy or Miss Adams?
Well, I was getting hot lunch, and I started talking with the conversation with Miss Adams.
Cool. Is there anything else you would like to say about Miss Murphy and Miss Adams about their retirement?
Well, they were awesome lunch ladies.
What was your favorite food they served for lunch?
Sloppy Joes.
Thank you.
I'm Elijah, and I'm here with
Isaiah.
And we're here to ask you a few questions about Miss Murphy and Miss Adams retiring. What was your favorite food that they cooked?
I like the pizza. That was pretty good.
What was your favorite memory with them?
In the morning, Miss Adams, we would always have like a good conversation, and like Miss Murphy,
she like always like knew what I wanted, and that would be like pretty cool. So yeah.
Okay. What would you like? Would you like to say anything to them before they retire?
You guys are very good lunch ladies and very good at starting conversations and stuff.
Okay. Then.
Wow, nice job, guys. And congratulations to Miss House and Miss Murphy on their upcoming retirements. We wish you the best and want to let you know you will be deeply missed. To make sure that other Lafayette staff have happy and healthy retirements, please make sure your parents sign the petition on the Lafayette Facebook page to let our city's mayor know that DC public school teachers need a new contract. No retro, no deal. No retro, no deal.
It is important to remember that the work never stops here at Lafayette. Rising first, though, fifth graders students have required summer reading assignments and projects to work on. The 2017 Summer Reading Guide contains a wide variety of reading suggestions for every grade and can be found on the Lafayette's HSA website. Make sure your books are coming to you soon.
The DC Theater Cafe is once again upon us. Speaking of traditions, the third graders will talk about important Washingtonians while we all get to dine in the theater cafe setting. We were even able to get the great Chuck Brown, Washington, D.C.'s old go-go legend, or the king of go-go, to attend a few years ago. This program is fun, informational, and educational. In addition, this week we also saw the first graders' Zooseum and kindergarten habitat museums, which were both very awesome. Nice work, everyone!
In another Lafayette event, many of Lafayette's 4th and 5th graders headed down to Kentucky recently for an archery tournament. We have some amazing Lafayette reporters to tell us more about it, so let's find out just what these Lafayette archers have been up to.
Hi, my name is Will, and I'm here with Miss McClure, the archery coach. How well did you do in the tournament?
Well, we did great. The kids that participated and went down to Louisville did a fantastic job. We had kids that had personal bests, and as a team, our score improved by over 400 points from last year. So I'd say they did a fantastic job.
Wow, you must have worked so hard. How much did you practice?
We practiced a lot, and I'm very proud of everybody. We had practices many times in a week, almost every day, and many of the archers gave up their lunch and recess and came and practiced during those times. And those kids that were in band and had other obligations, they did those obligations and got to as many practices as they could.
You must be so proud. How did you celebrate doing so well in Kentucky?
Well, we didn't really have a celebration except that we, congratulated each other once we figured out what the scores were, and we just made an announcement on the loudspeaker. We haven't really done anything else except that the kids should be very proud of themselves for doing such a great job.
Thanks for your time. Now back to you, Dalton and Jaden.
Wow, archery seems like a ton of fun, and it seems like Lafayette just keeps getting better and better at it with all their diligent practice and hard work. Make sure to catch the 4th grade state fair today if possible. Those 4th graders have been researching states and filling suitcases with cool artifacts in preparation for the visitors. Well, that's all for now. I'm Jaden, and thank you for watching this edition of WLES News.
I'm Dalton, and thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this edition of WLES News and tune in for the final broadcast, coming soon. Remember, any rebroadcast, retransmissions, or any other use of this program without the express written concept of DCPS, Lafayette, or Dr. Brocard is strictly prohibited.
Until next time, Lafayette. Bye.